can I just please rant about how much Viacom has been annoying me lately? Like, seriously, I have no other fucking thing has ever bothered me as much as Viacom. WMG wasn't as fucking insane as Viacom. On another channel, I guess on a different channel entirely, I did this thing like built like a billboard chart thing, and WMG is incredibly annoying in that sense as well because if you put up like music, WMG is more than likely going to be the one that hits the copyrighted music. Viacom takes what WMG does and basically does it in a worse way, basically. Like, okay, so I did the Chronicles of Cuchachooch. It's Pig Goat Banana Cricket. Back in August. You can still see the review. I mean, you can't see it. You can more listen to it because you try to put up a 7-minute review of a 22-minute show. Yeah, it turns out Viacom doesn't like that because you're still using clips from their show. So I can't really show you what I mean throughout these things of the Chronicles of Cuchachoochits and why it's such a bad, episode. Or principal interest from the Alvin and the Chipmunks that I just put up today. More than likely once you see this review. I wasn't able to actually post up the actual video of principal interest because, hey, Viacom sees me reviewing something from Nick, one of their more precious IPs and one of their more precious networks. They decide, hey, yeah, fuck you, person who's clearly in fair use. Fuck you. You're dead to me. Fuck off. We're gonna go ahead and block this review in all countries, and you're gonna have to just post up an audio version of it, either that or get hit by copyright and probably get your channel taken down. Seriously, I know this isn't just Viacom's doing. It's also partially YouTube's fault, but at least with some companies, you can actually try to fight copyright. Viacom is not able to you are not able to fight against Viacom at all. Like at all. What's another thing? There was the Daria reviews I've done. Both the Daria reviews were taken down because Viacom owns MTV. So Viacom saw one of their more precious shows from one of the more precious networks. And they just were like, yeah, fuck you, shut down, and copyright strike. They're the only person to have given me a copyright strike so far after what, 57 videos. They're the only people who have ever given me an actual full-on copyright strike. They're the only people who have actually given me any trouble as well. Uh, Even though Comedy Central is owned by Viacom, they basically do their own thing as it is anyway. So when I posted up the Drawn Together review, which actually had a clip of South Park in it, Comedy Central, they did shut that down, but knowing later that you can actually reverse the footage and, put a grayscale over it, and they're perfectly fine with that. It doesn't, they really don't give a shit because that falls under fair use, and they know this. Comedy Central is just fine. I may not entirely like all of their shows. Granted, I have become quite fond of South Park. I may not like all their shows, but I like the company because the company actually knows what the fuck it's doing. Um, but no, when it comes to Nick and MTV, those are like the two biggest networks that Viacom owns. So they're just like, oh, hey, yeah, if you bother even trying, if you even speak the name, say Pig Goat Banana Cricket or Alvin and the Chipmunks, we're gonna shut you down. And this video's probably gonna get shut down just because of that. Just kidding. But, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I've tried reversing and graying out the footage, which works for most companies. Like, most companies don't actually give a fuck. Normally, Disney would actually shut down, like, say, the Gravity Falls review, but they honestly don't seem to give a fuck as long as, the content ID doesn't actually fully match the actual thing. If it's reversed and grayed out, they don't seem to care. Because again, it's in fair use, and I'm guessing that they know this, or else those videos would have been taken down through YouTube's automated system. Something that both Principal Interest and the Chronicles of Cutesits and Lucky Strike and Boxing Daria were all hit by because Viacom doesn't seem to know what fair use is. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm probably like I wanted to review another episode of Alvin and the Chipmunks in like December so I could review like their Christmas special because I know that they're going to have one because every fucking show has a Christmas special at least at one point in time. So, I wanted to review Alvin and the Chipmunks in the future so I could see, maybe the show gets better because the show, I mean, honestly, Alvin and the Chipmunks, I mean, it isn't fully terrible. I mean, it's bad, but it's like Sonic Boom bad. It's kind of meh. I mean, it can be painful at times, but it can be painlessly stupid at other times, and it's just like whatever. I really honestly don't care. Well, I cared enough, or I care enough to want to review it again, but at least in the future when around Christmas time, because I mean it's chipmunks. They're most famous. They're most known for a Christmas song. I mean, come on. Alvin and the Chipmunks and Christmas go hand in hand. So, I mean, I wanted to review something like that, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, at least not with the setup that I currently have. So, I don't think I'm going to be able to review Alvin and the Chipmunks in the future. I'm probably not going to even review anything related to Nick, MTV, or Comedy Central, at least not until. Well, okay, maybe Comedy Central, but not Nick and MTV, at least not for a while at least. Maybe if I get more of a different setup that really does get around uh, copyright, copyright automated systems that YouTube has, because goddamn YouTube, you really need to fix your shit. I mean, aside from, like I don't mind if I don't honestly care if my stuff gets matched by third-party content. Is when they actually try to shut down my reviews that gets me. But and that only happens though when it comes when it's the automated system basically doing all of the work and not everything else. It's the automated system that basically shuts down reviews. It's the automated system that makes videos blocked in all countries or even some countries like say in Total Drama. Um, you know, or I don't know. Just Viacom has been annoying, and I'm getting to the point where I'm just so fed up with their shit. I'm probably not going to review anything Nick or MTV related for a while. I might try again Comedy Central. I might wind up reviewing, say, some of the new South Park episodes. Kind of seem to be, needing reviews, but um, I might do those. Granted, not anytime next week or not anytime soon, but maybe in November or something like that when I'm not doing a certain month thing. So, but yeah, anything related to Viacom, anything that you see here on the screen right now, I think I'm just gonna try to avoid because honestly, it's really hard not to get hit by Viacom. They own way too fucking much, and they don't understand fair use well enough to actually, allow me to do what I do here on YouTube, or really anyone else who does what I do on YouTube. It's annoying. That's all I can really say. It's just straight up an inconvenience, and I would try to fight it if I knew it wasn't basically in vain, like if I knew it wasn't basically pointless, because I know as soon as I know if I actually do succeed in going in fighting the I don't even know if I want to call it the MCA, but if I do actually fight and succeed a copyright strike, Viacom's just gonna hit it with like two or three other fucking accounts that they have, or two or three other studios that they have, just because they're fucking Viacom. I've seen it happen with people. I've seen it happen with Mr. Inter. I've seen it happen with other YouTubers. It's just, it's completely, it's completely, you can't fight it. So, I'm just gonna not review anything related to Viacom anymore. Or at least not until I get a better setup. Maybe next year I can try again. Try until you succeed, and I guess. But for the rest of this year, I'm gonna have to avoid Nickelodeon shows. I'm gonna have to avoid MTV shows. Again, I might be able to do Comedy Central, but we'll see. That is a gamble right there. So, um, sorry for this little ranty review, or not really review, but ranty video. But I'm just not sure what to do anymore. Anyway, I'll see you guys with another review, probably next week, with a Disney review of, I don't know yet. I have to find some Disney shows to review. To be fair, I've already got like two that I can review, but and they're both animated angels, no less. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.